What is good, everyone? Are you enjoying the 7th anniversary? I am not. Now, let me preface this by saying I'm not very good at this game, right? I can have my moments, right? I have moments where, hold on, we're cooking here. My highest is around like 64 during the Beast, man. That was crazy, let me tell you. I was using Ultimate Gohan, the purple one, the really annoying one, in a meta dominated by Yellow Beast, and my highest was 64. I'm honestly proud of that because I had to master the art of drop combo ult. It was crazy. I'm telling you, I was catching those beasts left, right, and center. I called that green Zenkai trunk the Beast Slayer, the Beast Slaying Sword. It's all we had. It's all we had. But then, for the most part, it's like battle rank 60, 61. That's kind of my limit, When we, once we stop facing the bots and we start facing the real people, it's sort of like I kind of just stop there. But that doesn't mean I can't be mad, because even just today, I ran into an ultra margin Vegeta. That's an instant forfeit, in my opinion. Now, you might not be so mad about Ultra Gohan, but in my opinion, in terms of worst units ever released, I would say it's between him and Vegeta, because this guy, he just won't die. He just won't go away. What makes it worse is that, like, I switched OSs, right? My phone, I had an Android phone and I switched to iPhone, so I lost all my CC. Well, technically I didn't lose it, but what I had to do is I had to summon on the instant transmission Goku, and the Ultra Turles was also there, and I summoned and I got him, right? I got IT Goku, I got God Goku, got the new Trunks, I got Turles, right? And then a day later they bring this guy back. So it's like, can you imagine if I waited one more day? 20k CC for this guy? PvP, it would still be unbearable, but then I'd be one of those guys, you know what I mean? One of the guys with margin Vegetas, because like I don't know. This guy, he has everything. Lock-in ultimates. He seals your strikes. He's got the blast counter. He's got AoE greens, man. I'm telling you. They need to find a way to punish AoE greens. I'm not talking like beast shit. I'm not talking like God Goku stuff. I'm talking about the old beast, right? The red one. I'm not talking about God Goku where it's like they use an AoE green, but one time only. You can cancel it out. No. They need to find a way to punish it, right? They need to find a way to counter it, because let me tell you, I've been running Whis on the bench. And whoa. You're running Whis and God Goku? This guy's looking to spam AoE greens. No. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm just doing it for Kale and Khalifa. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that green card with Khalifa and Kale, let's go. That's the whole reason I'm running Whis on the bench, right? I think Deborah holds a green or a blue, I'm not sure. But the point is that put these guys in the leader slot and you've got yourself a time, right? But that doesn't mean that I can't use AoE greens, because God Goku is the only green character I have, which is good, right? Let's take a look at green for a second. Transforming Super Saiyan 3 Goku, don't have him. I have these guys, but they're not green all the time, right? Honestly, pretty good, because they color counter UI and Vegeta until you switch, and then you screw it over. But yeah, I think this might be my most hated unit ever. It truly is. Like, if it weren't for armor break, because the thing about Gohan is that you might not have trouble with Gohan, but he doesn't even need to show up to have his impact. The fact Ultra Cell is everywhere as well. In my opinion, armor break is the worst mechanic they've ever introduced. AoE greens, surely, but I just think the fact that it can be on any blast card, right? Once you face Ultra Gohan, once you face God Goku, you face Margin Vegeta, they're gonna have an AoE green all the time. But with this guy, it's a roulette. Do I vanish? Do I go with a strike card? Oh no, he's caught me. Oh no, everything nullifies endurance now. I'm screwed. It's like, and then, oh my god, don't even get me started on what is this? This unique gauge, this bullshit that they drop. I'm telling you, the only ultras I can tolerate is Turles, Beast, and Gogeta. The rest of them, like this guy as well, no. Like the rest of them, I feel like they're fine. But like Cell, and like Vegeta, and like this guy, no. Because, he may not be in the top 10 or even like top 15 or whatever. I've seen like tier lists, right? But that doesn't mean people can't run him. Doesn't mean you can't run into him. And so every time you do, it's hell. Every time you do it, it's hell, right? Not only this guy, but you've got Margin, Ku, and Do, and Vegeta, and Daima running around. In my opinion, I think that these characters here should have gotten the green Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. This is the guy I always think of, right? I think Future Gohan and Trunks have it as well, but their one is like limited. But in my opinion, they should have gotten the same treatment as oh no, this is unique gauge. You have to go back to characters. So if we go to Gohan and Trunks here, let me see, where is it? I think if I do abnormal, no, that's not it. Yeah, here's the green card. So nullifies for 10 counts, right? If they really wanted to get rid of Daima, I think what they would have done is that they would have gone with the green Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and just made them immune all the time, right? Because it's like we saw in the newsletter, I think... Do you think the newsletter was made before they released the Daima characters? Because I have a feeling it was, right? It really was. This guy right here, he just nullifies abnormal conditions all the time, every day, all week, 24/7. You can't paralyze this guy, which I think is great. So in my opinion, UI Goku, Vegeta, Kaba, and the girls should have all gotten this forever. They should have. They really should have. Because it's like, here's the thing. I'm using the girls. Where are they? We'll pull up the girls, right? We'll go Saiyan. So, when you tag switch from Kale and Caulifla, where is it? They cancel this, right? So this is just forever, right? But here's the thing. I didn't know this, but every time you tag switch, it increases the gauge of this guy. I didn't know that until I watched Garesh's top 10 video. I had no idea. that I didn't know it counted, right? And so now, I've got to be more careful. We learn something new every day, right? Now I won't be so eager to switch to Kale all the time. So yeah, that's interesting. I actually didn't even know that. Yeah. And it's like, let me tell you, I like this game. I really do. I think what this game is, as like a concept, is really good. You could have Kale and Caulifla and MUI Goku fight on the same side? That's crazy. No way. A new Jiren's here. Oh, let's pair him with Android 18. That might not work, but it's possible, right? The fact that you can have, you can have Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on the same team as second form Cell, right? Of course, you're never going to do that. The point is, it's possible, right? This game, as a concept, is so good, but the gacha element really screws it over. If it was just like a regular game, like if it was like a console game that they just like added DLC to, of course the characters would be broken, but it's like they would be at a level where they can compete with each other. You know what I mean? I don't really know what I'm trying to say here, but what this game does best is with like personality, right? It adds so much more character to like the characters. I love, starting the matches and you've got Gogeta. He has a special interaction with his partner, half corrupted Merge Zamasu from the 3rd anniversary, right? That's so cool, right? When you fight I don't know, when you fight Cell and he goes up against Hercule in that friendship stage. He's like, who is this trash? Like, that's so funny. That's so in character. Cell would say that, right? You know, when Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan goes up against Cell, he's like, you know, Cell, you know, I'll stop you. I don't know what he says. I don't have the character. But the point is that this game does really well in giving a lot of character to the characters. But what they don't do well is fucking balancing. Because, dude, it's like, look at this guy's smirk, man. He knows, you know, you wait one more day and you could have gotten me, right? You could have gotten me. He's got basically a lot of things, right? In my opinion, like the card, like this counter, not this, the transformed counter, it saved me a lot. But that doesn't mean he needs to have it, right? Because like, you can't do anything. What are you gonna do? He's standing there. You can't engage because you know, if you use a card, you get counted. If you use a tap card, you get counted. Tap blast, you get counted. The only thing you can do is use a blue card, or like just wait for it to run out. And every match is going to timer, right? It's just horrible. It's a horrible meta. You know, back to this guy, right? I think, where is it? Oh my, like, what did he need? Lock-in ultimates? Did he need the AoE green? I don't think he did. Yeah, it's in character because, you know, he did that in the show. You know, he used his hand, he waved the wind, and your Gohan was flying all over the place. But that doesn't mean he has to do it in here, man. They could have given it anything else, right? Maybe I'm just mad, right? You know, yesterday I went on a huge losing streak. Every match I was pretty much losing. And like, it feels really bad because I have the new units as well. So it's like, I was saying this yesterday just wasn't my day, right? Hold on, you know, okay, next day, tomorrow will be a better day. And today I'm facing the same shit. So maybe, okay, I'll see you in a week. Maybe this week just ate my week, right? Maybe, you know, Monday will come and we'll be all fine. But, you know, it's like, I don't want to quit this game until we get Ultra MUI, you know? If this anniversary was the Ultra MUI, that would have me gone, right? I'm out of here. But until then, we have to keep going. Because as I said, we are not quitting until we see the Ultra MUI. It's like, look at this man and what he's doing to the game. And they go ahead and drop an Ultra MUI. Honestly, it might be a good idea just to start saving now. Because you know that the game's not going to be playable once he drops and you don't get him. You know? And so, the question is, where do we go from here? They tried to stop Majin Vegeta and they couldn't. He lives. So, yeah. No one at the headquarters thought, man, let's not drop this guy. How about we don't release Majin Vegeta? Instead, they said, money, money, money. Let's make as much money as we can. And they dropped this guy. And now look at where we are. You know, I think after the newsletter, maybe the devs never touched the game again. They saw the state of the game. They said, hold on. I don't want to play against Majin Vegeta. So, like, they obviously, like, they do play the game, I guess. But, like, do you think... Like, I have a feeling that they made the character... And then it's like they already made the Ultra. They have to release him eventually. So it's sort of like, and now the devs go into PvP. Like, they probably don't play the game. They probably make the characters say, "Hey, bon voyage, good luck to our players." Because if you played this game, you wouldn't make a character like this. You really wouldn't. And so this guy, to me, enters the Hall of Shame as one of the worst units they've ever created. In conclusion, I hate Ultras. I hate Ultra banners. They're the worst things to ever happen to this game. And at least give them pity, right? If they're gonna, somehow every meta gets worse, right? You know, we go from just Daima to now Daima and UI. And this guy's back as well. Like, you know, he never left. That's the problem. He never left. So yeah, take it from me, a guy who isn't so great at the game, you know? And so when you face a broken character like this, you make one mistake and it's over. You make a good play and you get punished for it. So yeah, yeah. It's pretty much what I want to talk about. It's like there is no conclusion to this. This is a never-ending cycle. Yeah. What do I say? Rant over, I guess. Bye bye.